Today we're going to try Van Leeuwen's or Van Leeuwen's or whatever you want to call it, Arizona green tea ice cream with honeycomb. Now this, of all the collaboration flavors they've done, of the craft, the Tapatio one, the mustard one, this one, collabing with Arizona, seems like the most obvious, spot-on, perfect combination that they could think of. It's not out there crazy like the other ones, but I think this is definitely a way they should go. Everybody, okay, not everybody, but I think generally everybody enjoys an Arizona tea. Everybody loves getting the 99-cent cans that will be gone soon, and getting a nice Arizona tea from a gas station, maybe on a road trip or something. It's a well-loved brand. I love Arizona tea. I drink it all the time, and this specifically sounds really good. I actually really like Arizona's green tea, so I'm hoping if this tastes just like the tea with honeycomb, then we're golden. But according to them, this Arizona green tea ice cream, what do we got here? Only the greatest things hail from Brooklyn, New York, like Arizona and yours truly. So Arizona was founded in New York is what they're saying. I guess that must be true. And the best style of pizza from New York. Okay, fair. And the Dodgers. I don't care about sports. So we had to join forces with the iconic drink brand and create an iconic ice cream with green tea and ginseng and honeycomb candy. Signed Ben, Pete, and Laura. So Van Leeuwen or Van Leeuwen, if you want to get technical, has been around doing these Walmart collabs for a long time now. This is the highlight of their new slate, which has this Summer Peach Crisp, Key Lime Pie, Hot Honey, Kiwi Burst, which honestly sounds pretty good, and tiramisu. And a few of those are actually returning flavors. This one is really the highlight in terms of the new flavors. So let's get to it. Van Leeuwen, Van whatever, Arizona ice cream. Let's see what it looks like. Very curious. Is it gonna be like green? Yes, it is. It looks very green tea-ish. It looks like straight up matcha, powdery matcha. That's the color right there. Hopefully that's picking up, but it's basically like a pale green tea color. No swirls or anything. I know it says it has honeycomb in it. I'm assuming that means actual honeycomb pieces, but it could just be like a flavor thing. Ingredients: cream milk, cane sugar, egg yolks, tapioca syrup, coconut oil, green tea, sea salt, natural flavors, baking soda, ginseng root extract, okay, carob bean gum, and guar gum. So nowhere in there does it say honey. So that's a little confusing. I don't see the honeycomb part in the ingredients, but I'm going to get a nice bite here. Maybe we'll get some honey if I go a little bit deeper down, but let me grab a bite. I don't see any honey yet. But if there is honey, I'll tell you after this. Honestly, I really wasn't expecting to have much to say about this ice cream. I thought it would be an easy 5, and I'd come back and say, hey, they nailed it, blah, 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 5 out of 5. Not the case. I feel like Van Leeuwen let me down a little bit on this one because it really doesn't taste a lot like Arizona green tea at all. And I don't really know if that's a bad thing against Van Leeuwen or Van Leeuwen, because Arizona's green tea is very mild green tea. It's like a first step green tea. If you don't really like green tea, you can drink Arizona green tea because it's very mild and highly sweetened, and it's delicious. I love it. This is also very sweetened in a way that's different from the actual Arizona green tea. I thought maybe because of the color of it that they were going for perhaps a stronger green tea flavor, for people who really like green tea, which I'm a fan of. I like a nice strong green tea flavor, and this doesn't have that either. It's a weird amalgamation. Honestly, the overwhelming flavor is the ginseng and the honey. It's not the green tea flavor, and there is honey in here. I don't know if I would call it honeycomb necessarily. There are like spots of honey like injected throughout, but they're kind of like little globules of honey. I didn't really see any honeycomb necessarily or any pieces of honeycomb, just like kind of like injections of honey. Let me see if I can find some in this thing. Okay, that might be a piece of honeycomb. There's a piece of honeycomb right there. So there are little pieces, but it's mostly just honey, not honeycomb. And it really does make it, because those bites with the honey really make it a lot better, because it adds more of the straight honey flavor to it. Otherwise, it's kind of just a very sweet ice cream that doesn't have a strong flavor of green tea at all. It's hard to explain, but it's almost just like a plain ice cream, for the most part, with kind of that medicinal hit of ginseng and a little bit of the honey. And then when you get the honey pieces, like the little honey spots, it's overwhelmingly honey. But otherwise, it really does not have the signature green tea taste I would hope. It kind of almost tastes lemony. I don't know if that makes sense, or if my taste buds are screwed up or something, but it almost borders on lemon tea, like a, not like an, I guess like an Arnold Palmer. Like it verges on a lemon tinged tea rather than a green tea. And, you know, it's okay. It's decent. I think, you know, they haven't made a bad ice cream. They make good quality ice cream. But I feel like this collab with Arizona, which should have been an easy thing to do, in my opinion, doesn't live up to it. It's like their other ones lived up better. They were more authentic to the flavors in their Kraft macaroni and cheese and their Tapatio. And what was the other one they did? The French's mustard. Like, they were more on top of those, or it wasn't French's, it was the fancy one, Grey Poupon. They were more into nailing the authentic flavor with those than I think they are with this one, which is odd. So I'm not sure if they wanted to make it a stronger green tea flavor or what, but they kind of are just they're a bit off the mark. So I'm going to have to give them a 4 out of 5 for this one. I can't go to a 5, even though I do think it's still pretty good. It's a decent ice cream, but there's really no reason, I think, to go out of your way to grab this. If you're an Arizona fan, I don't think it's going to really satisfy you necessarily. And if you're just an ice cream person, it's a decent ice cream, but I think their other flavors might be better options. You might be better off going with a more traditional thing. Though this is decent. If you think the idea of kind of a ginseng and honey tinged ice cream without so much green tea flavor, it's good. It's solid, but it's just a little bit disappointing that this is what Arizona collab gets us, because I really love Arizona tea. So Van Leeuwen, Arizona green tea ice cream with honeycomb, 4 out of 5. Check it out, Walmart. They're still continuing their collab with Walmart and putting out new flavors all the time, so we'll see what comes next. But for that, that is it for now, and I will see you all next time.